Tonight kicked off the Summit on Race in America at the UT campus, where public officials, actors, and activists and musicians will be joining together to talk about the racial divides our country is facing. KXAN's Alyssa Gord is there.
While this event touched on elements of President Lyndon B. Johnson's legacy in civil rights, many people here also talked about the need to have conversations about race right now in 2019. The former president's daughters read parts of his speeches, then for a conversation about civil rights past and present with activist Dolores Huerta, as well as Andrew Young, a former aide to Martin Luther King Jr. and a former UN ambassador.
It has to be very, very intentional, as you said, to make sure that everybody is represented. And that is absolutely the issue of race, but I think it's also the issue of gender, of women, and also of our LGBT community.
Then the discussion about policing and minorities got heated as Houston Police Chief Art Acevedo talked to organizer DeRay McKesson.
I think that part of what you need to do is to stop using broad brushes, whether we're talking about the police or we're talking people of color or we're talking about Muslims. We've got to put the broad brushes away, not judge people through their socioeconomic standing, not judge people based on the profession they chose, but judge people through the content of their heart and the quality of their actions and their interactions with the people that they serve.
I think so I want to acknowledge that, like, the spirit of that makes sense to me. Stephon Clark's family isn't worried about that, right? Rakia's Boyd family's not worried about it. Tamir's family isn't. The families of people who get killed are not like, you know what? There's just a couple of bad officers.
And the summit continues Tuesday and Wednesday with more big names like comedian George Lopez, musician Wyclef Jean, and former U.S. Secretary of State Madeleine Albright. At UT, Alyssa Gord, KXAN News.